Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. And today I've got some really nice freezer meals we're going to put together that aren't casseroles. But all these meals you can either put in your slow cooker, or you can cook in your oven, or you can use your Instant Pot. Okay? They're wonderful. We're going to do a spicy Mexican chicken, which my husband and I love. This is for our freezer, by the way. This is not going to my daughter or anywhere else. This is to fill my freezer with the goodies that we love. We're going to do a sweet and sour chicken using the Choy sweet and sour sauce. I love that stuff. So it's easy to put together. We were going to do the spicy barbecue wings because we love wings, but wings were like $4.29 a pound. It was ridiculous. I got chicken legs on sale for 99 cents a pound, so we're going to do spicy barbecue chicken legs. And then last but not least, we're going to do a little bit of chicken Parmesan. That's wonderful. And all these meals you can just put right in the oven. No fuss, no mess, no nothing. So let's get busy. Okay, friends, the first meal, we're going to do the spicy Mexican chicken. Okay? And I got pepper jack cheese that I'm going to grate myself. I think I'm only going to need about half of this. We'll find out. So I'm just going to get this grated up. And a lot of times it's cheaper to get the block cheese and grate it yourself opposed to getting the shredded cheese. That does cost a little more money. I think that's going to be good. All right, we'll set that aside. I'll save that for another meal. Okay, so with this is real easy. We're going to move this aside because we're going to use this entire cutting board. Okay, so with this, we're going to do I got chicken breasts, but I cut them in half because a half, how would I say this? A half of chicken breast would feed my husband and I. So this way we'll have some for like a lunch or something, right? Beautiful. Okay, we're going to season this with salt and pepper. We're going to use taco seasoning on this. We're going to flip this over and we're going to do the exact same to the other side. Okay. Pepper and a little bit of salt. All right, now we're just going to lay this right in my pan here. And this is a perfect size for all of this. Okay. Beautiful. Let me set these aside. Okay, now with this is so stinking easy to put together. We're just going to pour this salsa, that entire jar, get it all out of there, right over the top. Okay? That's going to recycling. All right, let me get a little spatula. Because I want to spread that all around. This stuff is wonderful. Now, I'm going to take my pepper jack cheese and I'm going to put it all over here. Beautiful. And all my extra spices are going to go on that. That's it. That's all there is to it. And that's how easy that is to put together, friends. Beautiful. So we're going to cover this up. And this is my first freezer. This is perfect for two. This is Mexican, spicy Mexican chicken. Now, you're going to take this out of the freezer. You could cook it from frozen, but it's going to take you longer. You're going to take it and you're going to thaw it out overnight, and you're going to bake it at 350 for about 45 minutes, depending on your oven. Okay? I got that written down. This is going to set aside for just a second until I clean up my mess, and I'll wrap it in plastic and get it ready for the freezer. Okay, friends, I got that cleaned up, ready for our next meal, but I want to wrap this up and get it in the freezer because it is chicken, and I don't want it sitting out. And I'm going to double wrap that. Okay, I'm going to go put this one in my freezer, and we'll get busy with our next recipe. Okay, friends, I broke all my, well, they all wore out, my little bag holders. So here we go. We're going to use this. I'm telling you, necessity is the mother of all invention. Okay, so with that, let me get my chicken out, because I keep that in the fridge. I don't want to leave that out. Okay, we're going to do 4 cases of these chicken breasts. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let me put this back right away. You don't want to leave your chicken sitting out on your counter. Not at all. So it stores in there. All right, so with this, we're going to do peppers in here, because this is the sweet and sour chicken. This is how my mom used to make it, only she didn't freeze hers. But I'm using all those. Okay. She would always use this Choy sweet and sour sauce. I loved it as a kid, and I've used it all my entire adult life as well. So we're going to cut up an onion. I love lots of peppers and onions in it. And pineapple. I just got to open up my can of pineapple. And I'm going to use this entire onion in here. But I'm not going to chop, I'm not going to cut it small. I'm going to cut it in chunks. There we go. All right, perfect. Let me get my pineapple. Okay, I got the pineapple too. You definitely want your pineapple drained. Here we go. I'm going to pour this entire bottle in here. Now I'm going to rinse it out with just a little water. I don't want it too runny. There we go. Now this, friends, this makes a beautiful freezer meal. I'm not letting the air out of the bag yet, because I want to mix this all up. Look. Look at how nice that looks. Beautiful. And you can just take it out. You can put it in your slow cooker. I just take it out and I thaw it out the night before. I already have my bag labeled. You could put it in your slow cooker for, 6 to 8 hours on low. Or you can bake it in your oven for 350, and that's what I do for about 40 minutes. So that's perfect. Now, I'm just going to slip this little edge open And I'm going to let out as much air as possible. There we go. That is ready for the freezer. Beautiful. You guys will love that. I'm going to go put this in my freezer. I'm going to put it on a tray though. Because if the seal breaks, it will be contained on the tray and not all over your freezer. So tomorrow when this is solid, I can just set it up on my shelf. Okay, friends, now we're going to put together our sticky barbecue chicken legs. I am going to order my bag holders because I use them so much. I love them. And I do have a link in my description box if any of you want to get them. Mine lasted about a year and they had 100,000 miles on them, let me tell you. So it's a good buy. They're not really expensive. They're good. All right, I got a bunch of chicken here, and I am legs, and I'm going to divvy it up between these two bags. Then we'll get it put together. I'll put the extra one in there. All right. We're set to go now. Okay, so in each bag, where is my cup? There it is. In each bag, we're going to do 1 cup of brown sugar. Come on. And we'll massage it and mix it all up once we get it all put together. So there's our brown sugar. Now we're going to do 1 cup of ketchup in each bag. All right. Okay, and we're going to put 1 tablespoon of soy sauce in each one. And it calls for Worcestershire sauce. I don't have any, so I'm using steak sauce. Works beautiful as a replacement. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon, well, 1/2. In each bag. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to do 3/4 teaspoon of onion powder in each bag. My onion powder is almost gone. Get a little more of that out. And 3/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm using granulated both. I'm going to do a little bit of pepper between the two and just a pinch of salt between the two. Okay? And that's it. These put together. Before you start mixing it, make sure it's sealed. Get all the air out of the bag. There we go. Now makes that even better. Beautiful, friends. Take a look. How easy that was to put together. I've got my bags labeled. Everything's all set. I'm going to go ahead and let the air out of this bag and just mix it like so. It's much easier. That way, when this thaws out in your fridge, same with the sweet and sour chicken, when it thaws out in your fridge overnight, it just marinates in it, and it's wonderful. I love this stuff. My favorite is with wings, but you know, that's just not in our budget, so this will work. I'm going to go put these in the freezer. These you're going to put in a slow cooker or the oven or your Instapot, just like the rest of them. 6 to 8 hours on low, or in your oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. They'll be wonderful. Okay, friends, we're going to work on our Parmesan chicken. And this is so easy to put together. But let me dump my sauce in my pan first thing. Okay? Now with this, I use my own, I use my own breadcrumbs, and I season mine. So I really don't need to season any of this because my breadcrumbs are already seasoned. Okay, and I'm going to put just a little bit in there, about 2/3 of a cup. But I am going to put salt and more pepper in there. And I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, about a couple tablespoons. Okay, and we're going to mix that up, because that's what's going to coat our chicken. Okay? Let me get out the chicken. And we can just put all these in here because we're just going to shake the tar out of it. So easy to put together. You could spend one day cooking, friends, and literally eat for a month without having to do much of any work at all. Okay, now, that's sealed. We're just going to shake this all up real good. Just like shake and bake. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to lay these right in my sauce. See how nice they're breaded? Beautiful. All right. Now, if you want, you can put a little extra on top of the chicken, because it does get nice and crispy and it's delicious. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do our Parmesan cheese. It calls for grated. There we go. We'll get it. And I'm going to sprinkle most all of this on there. I will put all the recipes in the description box. Okay, I'm not going to do all of it. I got quite a bit on there. Now, you can use mozzarella. I use a 3 cheese blend. And we're going to put that on top of there. About a good cup, 1.5 cups. You don't need a whole lot. We don't want that one in there. There we go. That's all it takes. That is how easy that is to put together. And there'll definitely be 2 meals for each of us out of this. Perfect. Chicken Parmesan. And we're going to bake this at 350 for about 45 minutes. But I always take the cover off about the last 10 to 15 minutes and let that all get nice and brown. Wrap this for the freezer, and then our meals are all put together. And it just adds to what I've already got in the freezer now, so that's wonderful. Okay, friends, let me get my mess all cleaned up, and then we'll go through and I'll show you what all we put together today. Well, okay, friends, we are all done with this. This is like a week's worth of meals for two, beautiful dinners. You can use them for lunches, the leftovers anyway. I'll put all the recipes in the description box below. I hope you give these a try, friends. These work beautiful either in your oven, your crock pot, or your Instant Pot. Beautiful. And the chicken would probably do very well on a barbecue grill. I love this stuff. Anyway, I have given you a few more recipes to add to your arsenal of freezer meals, and I hope you enjoy. You all have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen, friends. I'll see you in the next video. And as always, thanks for watching.